We are in the Marais, which is the aristocratic neighborhood of Paris, dating from the 16th, 17th, 18th century. The Hôtel de Sully is a fantastic mansion that was built in the early 17th century, and it's really great because it's one of the few mansions in Paris where we can see each part of the mansion. I was living in a museum when I was little, and I was raised the entire time in a museum, and my parents were working in museums. My father is an artist, and I was born in Paris, and I went to the Louvre when I was, I think, 3 months. So, or 3 days, I can't remember exactly. But anyway, it was really way too soon. And so I decided that museums were great. So there is really this separation between the street, and then you've got this little separate place here leading you to the main house where the lords would be living. And then you've got the private place of the house that's behind with the gardens. Past that door, we are going to arrive in the Place des Vosges, which is one of the most famous squares in Paris. A king decided that this is the way the city was going to look like. Before that, everything was chaotic. After that, Henry IV started the fashion of royal squares, and this was the first one where all the houses look the same, and in the middle of the square you've got the statue of the king, which means that the king shows his power not just by having his figure put in the middle of it, but also by having every house looks the same, even though the owners of the house were private people. So they had to follow the plan of the king, and that was something very new. Teaching is something that I never really considered it as a job, but I really enjoy it. And what I like about Context is the fact that there are very small groups of people, so I can really get a feeling of who they are and what they are interested in and adapt my speech. I can help people be interested in that subject, and that's something I really enjoy.